In this video, I'm going to be ranking all of the best dark matters in NBA 2K22 My Team. As you guys can see on the screen, look how many dark matters we have on this tier list. I think it's around 60 to 65 cards. And here you guys can see are the rankings. So we got top 10, who are going to be my top 10 dark matters. Great, good, decent, and then dog water. So if you're in dog water, I just wouldn't use the card. And then obviously you guys understand decent, great, and good. So first card here on the dark matter tier list is going to be AK-47. And I do think he's good. I do think AK is a pretty solid card. And obviously guys, we got 65 dark matters to go through. So I'm not going to look at every single card on the database. So AK is going in good. I think also Mark Stoudemire, I do think he's a good power forward as well. Bam Adebayo, I think is going to be one tier below Mark Stoudemire and AK, and he is going to be in decent. Ben Simmons, he's going to be in great. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Ben Simmons, he's still going to be a 6'11" point guard, right, with a 7-foot wingspan, and he's still going to be one of the best defensive cards in my team. So Ben Simmons is going in great tier. Oscar Robinson, I think he's a good card. I wouldn't put him in decent. He's better than decent, but I don't think he's great. I'd rather run a guy like Ben Simmons. Larry Bird, and this might surprise some people, but I think he's a decent card. I do think Larry Bird is maybe a little bit outdated. I don't know, because when Larry Bird came out, he was like a top 5 small forward, but he came out on April 29th, which was actually a while ago. So, I mean, he's still a pretty good card. You can still run Larry Bird. Like I said, he's still in the decent tier, but I wouldn't say he's really a good card. Blake Griffin going to be in great. Blake Griffin is still one of the best power forwards in the game. I think Blake Griffin, yeah, he's 6'10" with a 6'11" wingspan, can play the power forward position, and overall he's still one of the best power forwards, like I said. So Blake Griffin, I'm gonna throw in great for now. You guys can also let me know in the comment section down below, what would you guys change about my dark matter tier list. Bogdan Adebayo. Also guys, I forgot to mention, there's going to be no invincibles on this tier list because I'll do probably an invincible tier list later in the year. I didn't want to include invincibles. These are just dark matters. So Bogdan Adebayo, is he a top 10 dark matter? A non-invincible dark matter? I'm not sure if he is. I'm going to throw Bogdan Adebayo in great for sure. I don't know if he's top 10. He definitely might be. He's definitely going to be close to that top 10. Bobby Jones, a very good card. I do like Bobby Jones a lot. I'm gonna put Bobby Jones in great. I really think this Bobby Jones card is an amazing small forward. He's 6'9" tall. He's gonna play perfect defense, has every Hall of Fame defensive badge, 90 ball handle, 95 speed with ball. He's gonna have great stats and badges. We look at his animations. He's got quick dribble style, Kobe Bryant size up, Kemba Walker escape, and he actually has a pretty good jump shot with the normal leaner. So overall, Bobby Jones still a very, very good small forward. Carmelo Anthony, I think he's a good card. I wouldn't put him in decent. He's better than decent, but he's definitely not on the level of Bobby Jones or a guy like Blake Griffin. Cedric Maxwell, I still think he's a great card. I mean, if you guys do not know already, Cedric Maxwell, he still has the base 3 jump shot, which is going to be one of the fastest, if not the fastest release in the game, and that is going to be on very quick. So Cedric Maxwell is still going to be an amazing 3 hunter. He's 6'8" that can play the shooting guard position, and he's got great defense. So Cedric Maxwell is still going to be a great dark matter. Chris Paul, I'm going to throw him in decent for one reason and one reason only, and that's going to be because he has the Trae Young escape. You're not going to want to use this card. He's 6 foot tall with a 6'4" wingspan, but I will say he's probably really fun to use because his dribble sticks are decent. He has a Trae Young escape, which means you can move with the card. So I'm going to throw Chris Paul in decent for now, but trust me, we're going to have some cards in dog water. Steph Curry, I think, is another decent card, right? He's going to be a card that's just very fun to use, but is Steph Curry really a good card? I'm not really sure. Donovan Mitchell, I think he's decent. I think Donovan Mitchell, he's undersized for sure, but I do think he's a decent point guard. Draymond Green is going to be in the good tier. I don't think he's as good as Bobby Jones at the small forward position. Draymond Green, though, definitely still a great card. Next dark matter here is going to be Dr. J. I'm super high on Dr. J. I'm going to throw him in the great tier. Fernando Martin, definitely going to be in the top 10. This Fernando card, man, he is so good. I think he's the best small forward in the game. 6'9" tall, 7'1" wingspan, pretty much perfect stats, just like an invincible. And then when you come to the animations, he's pretty much got perfect dribble sticks, quick dribble style, Steve Francis size up, Trae Young escape, which is obviously the best escape in the game, and then Scottie Pippen behind the back. The one flaw with the card though is going to be the no normal leaner, but he does have a really good jump shot in my opinion. So Fernando Martin as overall card, definitely going to be in my top 10 dark matters. And funny enough, Michael Finley going to be right beside him. Finley is definitely going to be in the top 10 or S tier as well. Michael Finley, if you think Fernando Martin had good SIGs, Michael Finley literally has the perfect SIGs. Quick dribble style, D-Rose size up, the best size up, Trae Young escape, and Scottie Pippen behind the back. The one flaw though that people have with Michael Finley is going to be his jump shot. I do think his jump shot is pretty decent though. John Wall base, release 49 on very quick. I do think it's pretty solid, but I know some people really aren't the biggest fans of Michael Finley's release. Marco Fultz though, I think he's going to be a good dark matter. I wouldn't throw him in great, but I do think he's better than guys like Steph Curry, Chris Paul, and Donovan Mitchell. Rudy Gay is going to definitely be in great. Rudy Gay, man, he might even be top 10. I'm not going to lie to you. This Rudy Gay card, he might be in the top 10 dark matters. Gilbert Arenas is going to be very similar to these 3 point guards. Markelle Fultz, Gilbert, and Oscar, all definitely going to be in the good tier. James Harden, as much as I do like the card, he's going to be in decent. I'm a big James Harden guy in my team, right? I do like a lot of his cards this year, but they really did this dark matter kind of dirty. Hedo Turkoglu, going to be a good card. We'll look at Hedo real quick. I know some people really like this Hedo card. Some people might have him in grade tier, but he's 6'10", 6'11" tall, can play the 3, which is really good. I'm just really not the biggest fan of this jump shot. Base 111, Rudy Gay upper on very quick. He has some decent SIGs as well. Doesn't have a good behind the back, but has a good size up, has a good escape. So I will say Hedo Turkoglu is definitely going to be a good dark matter. Next dark matter here is going to be dark matter Jonathan Isaac. He is definitely going in the grade tier. He's just around the same level as a guy like Rudy Gay. Allen Iverson is going to be our first dog water card. Like Allen Iverson at this point in the year, man, I would take D-Mitch, I would take Chris Paul, I would take Steph Curry over this Allen Iverson card. 6 foot tall. I mean, like, yes, he's got good stats overall, but he doesn't have any really good dribble SIGs, right? Doesn't have a good behind the back. His SIGs really aren't the best. His jump shot is pretty solid though, but we're in June, you're 6 foot tall and you don't have that good of dribble SIGs, you're definitely going in the dog water tier. Next guy here is going to be Jalen Green. I think Jalen Green's, you know what? I'm gonna throw Jalen Green in. I'm gonna throw Jalen Green in good. I think Jalen Green's still a pretty good dark matter. I think he's better than a lot of these guys in decent. Next guy here is gonna be Jaylen Brown. Another just good card, right? I think he's just another good card. Jimmy Butler might be in grade tier. Jimmy Butler is a dog, man. I can't lie to you. Like Jimmy Butler, this card is actually super slept on. It's very similar to his limited edition one. He's a shooting guard small forward, 6'7" with a 6'8" wingspan. And for the shooting guard position, like look at this man's stats. These are literally invincible stats. Like every single stat is above a 92. Like Jimmy Butler's stats are amazing. Badges are really good. Has base 22 on very quick. Yes, his dribble SIGs aren't the best, but he's just there to play defense. And if you look at his stats, I do think he is going to be a great dark matter. Next guy on the tier list here is going to be Joe Johnson. Another just good card. Obviously, majority of the cards are probably going in good because there's a lot of cards like Joe Johnson, Hedo, Jalen Green. They're all just good cards, not really great in my opinion. Next card here is going to be Michael Jordan, and he is definitely going in the top 10. I threw in the hero cards instead of the invincibles, so we can still look at some of the, the Giannis's, the LeBrons, the Jordans of the hero versions, but we're not going to have any of their invincibles. Drew Holiday, massive fan of this Drew Holiday card. He is definitely going in the top, not top 10. Well, maybe top 10, I don't know, but he's going in grade tier for now. He's a 6'3" point guard, 6'7" wingspan. Man's going to play lockdown defense. I actually like his dribble SIGs a lot. Kemba Walker size up, Kobe escape, quick dribble style, and I do think he's got a very good jump shot. So Drew Holiday is going in my grade tier. Let's just scroll down a little bit so you guys can see more of the cards. Kevin Durant, I think he's going to be good. I wouldn't put him in great. I think Bobby Jones is better, Rudy Gay is better, Jonathan Isaac is better. But when we get our new Kevin Durant card, then he's probably going in the top 10. Shawn Kemp, I think is going to be decent. Really not the biggest fan of Shawn Kemp. I think he's very similar to a guy like Bam Adebayo. Kevin Garnett is definitely going in the top 10. I should get him up there because Kevin Garnett is probably the 3rd best power forward in the game right now. So yeah, KG is definitely going in the top 10. Kobe Bryant, I think it's a good card. I definitely think he's a good hero card. Kyle Korver, I'm gonna throw in decent. I mean, some people probably put him in good, but I don't know, man. Really not the biggest fan of this Kyle Korver card. He's 6'7" with a 6'9" wingspan. He's going to be a very fun card to use because he has a Trae Young escape, but I don't know. I've used this card a bunch. Not really the biggest fan of his jump shot, and he plays terrible defense for me, so I'm going to throw Kyle Korver in D tier, or in, yeah, I guess D tier or decent. I mean, these cards are still good, right? They're still in decent tier, but I wouldn't really recommend running anybody in decent unless they're like free, like maybe a Bam. Kristaps Porzingis, I'm gonna throw in great. I still think Kristaps is a top 5 center in the game, so he is going to go in that great tier. Jonathan Kuminga, I'm gonna throw in decent. I'm really not the biggest fan of that Kuminga card. I'm gonna throw him in decent. LaMarcus Aldridge gonna be another decent dark matter. I just want to quickly check how many dark matters we still got left. Okay, we definitely cut it down to around 20. So LaMelo Ball here, he's going to go in good. I don't think LaMelo Ball is going to be in great. Like, I don't think he's on the same level as, you know, Drew Holiday in the point guard, Ben Simmons. I don't think he's as good as those guys. So I think he's around the same level as like Markelle Fultz, Gilbert Arenas, and Oscar Robinson. Next guy here is going to be Lance Stevenson, another just solid point guard. He is going in good tier. Zach LaVine, honestly, I think Zach LaVine's going in the great tier. Zach LaVine, I think, is better than LaMelo. I think he's better than Lance Stevenson. I do like this Zach LaVine card a lot, especially on next gen. Next dark matter here is going to be LeBron. For me, he's going in the top 10. I think LeBron James is probably going in the top 10. I might move like Bob. I think Bob is probably going to be top 10. I think Rudy Gay might be top 10 as well. So for me, I do think LeBron James probably like a top 4 small forward in the game. So for this list, he is definitely going in the top 10. Luka Doncic definitely got to be top 10, man. We all know Luka. This isn't the invincible version, but I mean, it's still his power thin. He's still probably the second best point guard on next gen, right behind his invincible card. So yeah, Luka Doncic still an absolute demon. Magic Johnson going in decent. Really not the biggest fan of him. Like, if Magic wasn't 6'9" tall, he'd probably be in dog water. So the only thing Magic's got going for him is going to be his height, 6'9" tall with a 7-foot wingspan. He can play the point guard position, but this man's jump shot is terrible. He has a terrible running animation. He's super slow on the court. So Magic is going to go in decent tier. Mitch Richmond, I think is a good card. I do think he's a pretty solid shooting guard. Moses Malone is going in decent as well. I think he's very similar to a guy like LaMarcus Aldridge or Bam Adebayo. Chris Mullin, I think he's going in probably, we'll go very high good tier. I don't think he's a great dark matter anymore, but I definitely think he's high good tier, like probably one of the best cards in good tier. Next guy here is gonna be Nate Thurman. I think he's another high tier good card. You could argue in great. Yeah, we'll throw him in great because I think he's on the same level as a guy like Blake Griffin. So for the power forward position, so we'll throw Nate Thurman there in great tier. Paul Pierce, I did not like this card at all. I think he's going in decent. I know some people are probably gonna put him in good though, because if you're on current gen, I think he's a lot better on current, but I play on next gen, so for me, he's going in decent tier. I hated that card when I used him. Paul George, I think he's similar to Kevin Durant. They just need updated cards, Kevin Durant and Paul George. They're both still pretty good cards for their position, but they definitely need upgraded invincibles or at least upgraded dark matters. Derrick Rose, I think he's going in good. He's still going to be super good on the offensive end because of his dribble sigs. He's a 6'3" point guard, 6'8" wingspan. He's going to be a super fun card to use. Good at going to the basket, really good 3 hunter with the Derrick Rose size up, quick dribble style, and I do like his jump shot a lot. So Derrick Rose, still a top point guard in the game. Well, not top, but he's probably not even top 10 anymore, but he's still really fun to use, and he's definitely better than anybody in decent tier. Next card here is going to be Kareem, the hero version. He is definitely going in top 10. So how many guys we got right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we might have to move a couple guys down. We'll get to that, but Kareem going to be the best power forward in the game, so he is definitely going in that top 10. Richard Jefferson, I feel like he kind of gotta go in the top 10. So I'm gonna move Rudy Gay back down, and I'm gonna move LeBron James back down. As much as I'm a big fan of LeBron, I'm gonna put him and Rudy Gay probably at the top of great tier. I think Richard Jefferson is better than Rudy Gay, and I think he's better than LeBron James as well. So going back down to the bottom here, Malik Sealy is definitely going in great. Like, Malik Sealy is a dog, man. He is definitely going in that great tier. Pascal Siakam, I'm gonna throw in good. I mean, he's still a 6'9" shooting guard. He's gonna be, kind of an out of position type of card, so he is definitely going in good tier. Steve Nash, gonna be dog water just like AI. Taco Fall, easily going in the top 10. He's the best center in my team. Definitely gonna be somewhere in that top 10, probably high on the list as well, maybe in the top 2 or 3. Jason Tatum, I think he's a decent card, right? I think he's very similar to guys like Kuminga, maybe like a Larry Bird. So he's a decent card for sure. Dwayne Wade, definitely going in great tier. Still a very good point guard, even his hero version. So gonna go in great tier for Dwayne Wade. John Wall, I think he's a pretty solid point guard. I'm gonna throw him in good tier. Andrew Wiggins, another just solid dark matter as well. I'm gonna throw him in good. Will Chamberlain, is he great tier? I'm gonna throw Wilt in great tier. He's on the same level as guys like Blake and Nate Thurman. And then we have 2 more cards. We got Yao Ming and Zion. So Zion is gonna be in good tier. still a pretty good small forward. And then Yao Ming is going to be top 10. He's still the second best center in my opinion. So, okay, guys, that's it. That's all the dark matter. So I'm going to just hover over this. I'll scroll down so you guys see the other cards as well. But this is going to be my top 10 in no specific order. Fernando Martin, Michael Finley, Michael Jordan, Kevin Garnett, Bob Nedelecki. That's 5. And then Luka, Kareem, Richard Jefferson, Taco Fall, and Yao Ming. Those are going to be my top 10 dark matters in the game, not including invincible. So obviously the list will look a little bit different. And then these are going to be all the cards in gray tier. These cards are some of the best cards at their position. We scroll down to good. These cards are still very, very solid, just not as good as the cards in gray tier. And then decent. I mean, you can run the cards in decent, but I think there's a lot better options. And then we have Allen Iverson and Steve Nash and Dogwater because, I mean, just don't use the cards. Just find somebody else to use at the point guard spot. So let me know what you guys think about my list in the comment section down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.